Here we go!
Hey, what's up, Blue Blurs? Gamer the Lake 90 here. Decked out in my Sonic outfit because what else would I be wearing for a Sonic video? Don't answer that. Anyway, in this video, we are continuing our Amy Rose playthrough for Sonic 3D Blast in 2D as we go through the Volcano Valley Zone, which is a hybrid of Marble Guard's mountainous background mixed in with that of Lava Reef's foreground. And Lava Reef's composition for Lava Reef being a part of the composition for this stage makes perfect sense because what other stage would you think of whenever the word fire comes to mind? Besides Lava Reef? I guess if you wanted to be technical, you could say Sonic 1's Marble Zone, cause that largely involves fire hazards, but Marble isn't exactly a favorite on people's list of stages to think of whenever they think of a Sonic game. So yeah, I don't think Marble was gonna have any chance being factored into this stage at all, and thank goodness it didn't. Instead we have here a hybrid of Lava Reef and Marble Garden, which makes perfect sense considering that we're in a fire-ridden wasteland, and where else would you find volcanoes? Mountains. So yeah guys, be very careful of the enemy placements in this stage because they are one heck of a headache. To be fair though, but somewhat of a recurring theme among a good number of the stages in this game, although some do have it worse than others, and unfortunately with Lava Reef, unfortunately with Volcano Valley, it is basically an example of if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Only with one kitchen we're not going to be able to get out of anytime soon. Look at that, rare footage of Amy curling up into a ball, taking notes from the object of her affection once again. Like in Diamond Dust Zone, where she rode on that snowboard with style. Pretty cool. What? Oh, that's right. Be very careful of the bursts of fire coming out from underground. Luckily, they follow a rhythmic pattern, so they'll be easy to plan your movement around. And I was going to say that Amy's hammer seems to make her immune to the spiked moto bugs that you'll find all over this stage, but not to that wasp right there. Its tracking is really, really hard to anticipate in advance, so you might want to be mashing the hammer button repeatedly to improvise for hazards like that. Luckily, there is a fire shield that for whatever reason I failed to grab after coming out of that rabbit hole, but that's okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. Will be really useful to keep us safe from lava beds, but not from enemy attacks other than projectiles. So we're gonna want to keep our platforming top notch, because I very much prefer not to get myself burnt all that often. Especially considering we're not playing the character I'm the most used to, and that is Sonic, so our movement won't be as fluid. Not that fluid movement would help all that much here, because you're gonna be hitting the brakes an awful lot if you don't want to run headfirst into traps, because again, they are at an all-time high, just like the enemy output here. Okay, these ground bursts are no longer a hazard to us, so let's go. There's some improvement right there. Ah! Oh, come on! I'm planning to keep a hold in that fire shield for longer than that. Oh! Now talk about Soda Nuck teasing us, man. And that's the life up there, and Amy can't even get it. I wondered you could have used that badge as a stepping stone after taking that hammer flip, but I'm not sure it would have worked out too well, so... Ah! Oh, come on! Oh, come on, that thing is literally dodging my attacks. Ah! Well, we kind of met it head on, only our attack ended up trading. Oh my... Can I please go a whole video without getting hit? Apparently the answer is no. Could I have my rain back? Please? Whew, I'm so glad my hammer gives me immunity to spiked, moto bugs in this stage, otherwise... You know, I forgot that was there. We could have taken that to skip that entire section. Look closely at the ground for cracks like that when we popped out up on the other side, as you can smash them with your hammer to open up pathways. I should have made a point to remember that, but my memory seems to be suffering a tad. It's been a while since I touched Volcano Valley Zone, but not that long. Oh, huh? Wait. Oh, that's right, because we already have all the Chaos Emeralds. However, speaking of the Chaos Emeralds, if you'll remember from a Diamond Dust Zone, we collected all 7 of the emeralds, and yet that wasn't enough to give Amy her super form. Because according to Soda Nut, Amy apparently has to do a little more to reach that level of power. He never said exactly what though, which I was glad for because I'd like to find it out myself, but the question is, if we're done getting all the emeralds, what more does Amy need to do before she has the privilege of going super just like all the other characters can? That is a question that's had me curious for quite a bit ever since he left that comment on my playthrough of Diamond Dust. Crap, I didn't time that carefully and I lost my shield again. And we're coming close to 100 rings too, and seeing as I want to pick up another extra life, I'm gonna try to be extra careful here. Because we're getting close to the end of the game, so the more rings that I can pick up, the better. Okay, there's another shield, so we have some leverage, that's good. Do we want to go this way? There was a checkpoint right there, and that's usually a good sign, but what's not a good sign is we're already getting bopped again. I guess it wouldn't be Volcano Valley if we weren't getting burnt literally. Oh, I need to shut up. Commentator's curse is at an all-time high right now. It's like the stage thought, oh, you don't think you can go 5 seconds without getting burnt? Well, you know what? You'd be exactly right. Oh, look at that, a switch. If I remember right, these activate gates that can be found throughout the stage. Like, I think there was one right here just now that opened up. Oh. Well, okay. That was rude. If I had known I was gonna drop right into a lava bed just now, I would not have gone this way. Do I even want to go this way anymore? Now, you know what? We're already here. We might as well take it on the chin and go with it. It's already like 6 minutes on the clock, and we're nowhere close to finishing the level, so we better pick it up. Ah! Oh, come on! My god, Volcano Valley is so trolly! So unnecessarily trolly. It's like it's testing me. It is testing me and my resilience, and I'm not very much enjoying the challenge. Although you think it's bad now, wait till you get to Gene Gadget at 1. Oh boy, that's gonna be a headache. Just like that enemy that clearly came from Sonic 3 Sandopolis. There are fireballs that are gonna pop out from here, right? Come on, you can't fool me. Oh, that was a lava fall in the foreground. Never mind, forget I said anything. Alright, we're gonna charge up, the mock-up of the spin dash. That isn't really a spin dash. I know that didn't really make any sense, but this Amy really we're talking about, she's not exactly as capable as Sonic in terms of spin dash abilities, but as Sonic Adventure proved, she can definitely get the job done, just as Zero. Okay, so we're here at the very end. I would have liked to keep that fire shield we had earlier, but no! Volcano Valley decided it wanted to make me suffer. Though to be fair, it was in the aerial garden zone with Sonic Robo Blast too. That stage was a literal nightmare. This one, though, I somewhat have experience with, so that should give me an advantage here, especially when we take on Mecha Knuckles, because that is the Act 1 boss, and frankly, that was an awesome concept that Soda Nut came up with. Ah! Oh, shoot! Ah! Anybody else surprised that Amy's fake spin dash did not exactly do her wonders here? Or is there something I'm missing? Okay, I broke those, piles of rocks thinking I might find something, but there is nothing, and we need to be careful because we don't want to get crushed. What's happening here is that the lava is gonna rise all the way up to the very top. Well, that didn't go. Oh, no. Ah! What's happening here is that the lava is gonna take us all the way to the very top where we'll meet up for a confrontation with Mecha Knuckles, the Act 1 boss, and he's gonna show up right about here. Now, this boss's attacks are very, very difficult to avoid in advance. You're gonna see that in just a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm kind of having a hard time anticipating where exactly he's gonna pop out from the ground, like that right there. Those bursts of lava that accompany his rise have such huge hitboxes that frankly I'd be surprised you could avoid them at all. But that time we just now managed to, so we're making progress. That said, you're gonna want to clear the area for until Mecha Knuckles lands, so you don't get burnt like I just now did. So much for trying to be instructive! And of course you can't attack him while he's balled up. I could have actually hit him just now, but I kind of figured the way he was positioned, he was gonna take another lava bath. So I didn't take my chance. But that time around, I see the opportunity, and we have closed out the Act 1 boss for Volcano Valley Zone, which means that we are set to go on to Act 2. Neither act is more bearable than the other, though, just to warn you. That said, Volcano Valley is an interesting experience, if a little trolly at times, because my god, if any of you can play this stage and never go a whole minute without getting hit, I'd like to see video evidence of it. Alright, we backtrack here, we're gonna find absolutely nothing, so that was a waste of time. I just want to be careful though, because I don't want to get surprised by enemy before I can start this day by finding rings. It's so hard to keep a hold on your rings in this game, period. Soda Knuck definitely doesn't pull any punches. Oh, what's in here? What is in here? Oh, an invincibility box. Okay. That's a welcome sight, and we're gonna take that. Just like in Act 1, you can start out by finding an invincibility box in a room that's sort of but not really hidden. Because any character can find that first series of breakable walls where you can find the invincibility box in Act 1. But that one I hadn't known existed up until this video. So as much fun as I'm having with this game, I'm still learning new things about it. And that's always a welcome trait for a game to have, as it's part of why the Sonic classics are so memorable. Even over 25 years later, there is always something new to learn about them. How many ground bursts are there? Okay, if you guys look at the yellow pipes directly beneath the tile leak, you can see those faint cracks there. That's where the bursts of fire are coming from, so okay. It's just like when you look at the ground and you find cracks, you can break them open and reveal rabbit holes that you can tunnel on through. And I just now learned that they're the same principle in effect for the likes of the fire burst. You see, we're all figuring this stage out, bit by bit. Ooh, let's go, Amy. You seriously need to earn your own spin jump already, because after the suffering you've been through for the past 5 stages, you've earned it. Although this stage, musically, it doesn't feel so much like suffering, because for a lava-based stage, I wouldn't have expected a soundtrack that made me feel like I was exploring a corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's funny I should bring that up, because as a result of the 2020 Sonic movie rising to the top of the box office throughout all of 2020, there's been a heated debate about whether or not Sonic meets the criteria necessary to be considered a superhero character. It's a very heated debate going on social media nowadays, but then again, when aren't there heated debates going on over there? My personal thoughts on it? Sonic does kind of meet that criteria, because I mean, he does have the superpower of going insanely fast, faster than the human eye can keep up with. Sorry about that, was getting burned repeatedly while trying to, maintain conversation. But yeah, Sonic does meet the criteria. He goes super fast, can travel between dimensions, and has his own arch nemesis that is capable of superhuman feats with insanely high IQ. 300 IQ to be specific, although that hasn't done Eggman all that much good for the past 3 decades that he's tried to take on Sonic. Well, crap, a gate here that we cannot seem to get past. So this is a route that we're not going to be traversing, unfortunately. We're going to have to head back. But then where do we go if not that way? I'd hoped to find something cool after breaking down all those rock walls, but oh well. You snooze, you lose, am I right? I guess we have to go down this way instead. If you're wondering, these contraptions work the exact same way they do in Lava Reef. You stand on top of them and you spin dash towards the left to lower them, or if you want to raise them, you spin dash to the right. It is as simple as that. And despite that Amy's spin dash is not entirely a spin dash, as we've already discussed, it still has its merits. But yeah, Sonic being considered a superhero character, it's really up to you as to exactly how you view whatever makes a character deserving, not fulfilling, of the superhero status. But I think Sonic's definitely got some footing on that kind of ground, personally, and I'm really glad with that fact, because apparently it was enough to qualify him for a cameo in an upcoming Marvel movie. I think the next Spider-Man movie, to be exact. And I haven't seen a Spider-Man movie in forever, not since Spider-Man 3, which involved Peter Parker reprising his role as Spider-Man, but Peter Parker? Oh my god! Tobey Maguire, I'm sorry. Peter Parker is a fictional representation of Spider-Man. My god, I can't talk tonight! But I think you all got what I meant if you were following the news regularly, right? Thought they're gonna make a brief cameo in the next Spider-Man movie, and that is something that is insanely interesting to me. Also, what the heck just happened? Did y'all see that? I don't know if you all did, but just now, Amy briefly turned upside... There it is just now. There isn't even like a whole diagonal arc at the very edge of the platform, and yet Amy suddenly experienced a warping in the physics there. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Again, so much to learn about this game, it's not even funny. And no, I don't feel like being stung, thank you very much. If you could go away and stop taking my shield, that would be kind of you. It's Christmas. Show a little heart. What is this, Marble Zone? Go away, bats. No one likes you. No one likes you at all. And no one likes you stupid wasp and your stingers either that home in on me at the most unpredictable of times, and we most certainly don't like those fireballs. Despite that they are awfully rhythmic, so, I don't know why my spin dash came out there. Please don't let there be any fireballs. Please. Okay, we're in the clear. We have a little platforming section that we're gonna take to the top. Go away. Let's play Whack-A-Bat, right? Oh, enough about stage ring. See, we have all the emeralds on hand. Whenever you pick up a big ring, you'll just get 50 rings, and normally that would be useful to help you take on your super form, but as we've already realized, Amy does not have a super form. At least, not yet. There we go. Want to take care of that guy first before I make any further advances. Oh. Okay, there is a trolley, a lift, or an elevator, whatever you want to call it. I think I'll just go with a trolley. We're gonna take that, come up here. Do you want to go back down here, though? Somehow I doubt that. Oh my god. Spike beds hiding underneath piles of rocks like that? Come on, man. I almost think Soda Nug is intentionally trying to stress me out. Seriously though, what more do we need to do before Amy can have her super form? Oh, yo, that opening in the ceiling right there? Anybody else recognize that from Act 2 of Lava Reef and the Hidden Palace Zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles? That is a blatant reference right there, and it also fits perfectly in with the composition of Volcano Valley. Unlike those highly irritating wasps for which I have a seething hatred. I can't decide which I hate more nowadays, bees or wasps. Both are just as bad, so that's a tough stalemate to break. Break, 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 boing, boing. Yo, that is such a fun move to use, man. It's not even funny. I absolutely love it. So useful against enemies, and so is her hammer flip. That is especially broken against the boss battles in this game. It's helped out Amy so much, despite the fact that she's supposed to be considered a more challenging version of this game, which she definitely is, if you couldn't tell from the struggle I had since I started playing as her. Alright, so how the boss works is, you will notice that these orange panels along the piping on this machine will light up once in a while. Those will indicate your opportunity to strike at Eggman to do damage to him, but you gotta be wary of the flamethrower built into his craft as he will repeatedly spit flames at you at the same interval, like that right there. Now, if I could just have one of them pop out over here, that'd be really nice, but I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky, so we're gonna switch our attack plan and go toward Bullet. And of course, as soon as I make that switch, this boss trolls me. Oh, come on! If you're wondering, the pipe will always flash at random, so you have to be ready to react. Why is it that at one point when I was so bent on staying towards the left, the pipe was so determined to flash to the right, but now that I've changed course, it's the other way around. To the left? Oh no, to the right. And I am way too slow to avoid that flamethrower. But then again, as Amy, I think that was a given. Luckily, the hammer flip makes it so Amy bounces off her target when she hits enemies with it. That could be very useful as it may help us, well, going to say it may help us avoid that flamethrower, but now I may be wrong. And I'm more worried about the fact that we have only 1 minute on the clock. We better pick it up. We better pick it up, and we better pick it up quickly. Let me draw that flamethrower attack over here, and then we're gonna mount our offense. Alright, we only have one pipe left to break, but only 40 seconds to do it. And what's worse is, the clock is not going to stop until you've broken the capsule to finish the stage. so we can't afford to slow down after this. Alright, we got him. That was a little stressful, but thankfully, Amy launching off her target with a hammer flip really enhanced our ability to avoid the flamethrower attacks. So it helped me coordinate my attack plan a lot better for the Act 2 boss. So there we go. That's it for Act 2. And with that, we are done with Volcano Valley. Might as well give you a sneak peek of a Gadget zone, which is basically a scrap brain zone with rainfall. And no, it is not an easy stage at all, man. Each stage gets more stressful than the last, and this one certainly doesn't disappoint in that department. Just wait till we get to the Act 1 boss. If you've already forgotten how my Sonic playthrough turned out for this game, let me just warn you right now. If Sonic had a hard time, Amy's gonna have an even harder time. Or will she? With her hammer at the ready. Maybe, maybe not, but we're not gonna know until the next video from this series, because that will do it for this one. I gotta say though, the soundtrack though, this is kind of spicy. Again, not what you would expect for a state like this, as often meant to represent the forefront of Eggman's base, built on Fleeky Island. But hey, I will always welcome soundtracks like this, and you know what I'll also welcome? Any elements taken from the Bad Future background to start a speedway. I obviously prefer a good Future palette, but the Bad Future is pretty spicy as well, and it suits a stage like this perfectly. The rainfall was a surprising addition, as you don't typically see that in Sonic 3D Blast. Or maybe you do if you play it on the Saturn. I'm curious now. I'm gonna go to dig up YouTube footage of that. Anyway, that'll do it with this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, you know the drill. Leave your likes and comments down below, and to keep up this series, hit that sub button and ring that bell. We just have this stage and Panic Puppet Zone to look forward to next, and depending on what exactly Soda Nut meant when he said that Amy has to undertake a longer hero's journey to get her super form, there may be a little bit more after Panic Puppet. Maybe anyway, but we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Until then, peace out. Blue blurs for life. Take care. Sorry, Amy. Pink blurs for life. My bad. Take care, guys.